What's up, everybody? It is late January and we're in Wisconsin, and I want to go over some trail camera tactics for after season. A lot of people don't put trail cameras up in the spring and really scout the spring, but I'll tell you what, it is one of the best times to get out there and really compile information for the upcoming year. So I'm doing all my work January, February, March so that I know what I'm going to do September, October, November. So that's the plan. Let's get to it. Whoosh. So, get that off there. Why in the world would you put cameras out in the spring? I mean, makes no sense. Season's over. I can't hunt. Why would I put my cameras out? Well, there's a few reasons. One of them is because snow gets all over your camera lens. No. Alright, so main reasons are it's really easy to see trails and find trails. Vegetation's down and you can find your trees, you can find your trails, you can find your scrapes, you can find rubs. Everything's extremely easy to find right now. That's number one. Number two, if you are hanging cameras right now, which is what I'm doing, is you really can pinpoint their primary bedding and primary feeding in the winter, because vegetation is so down and they have very little cover. They're in their what I call the primary bedding, and they're only going to their primary feeding. So it's kind of like home base 1 and home base 2. So if you can pinpoint those, the odds of you finding those deer in September, October, November, when there is a lot of vegetation, goes way up. Because in September, October, there's a lot of vegetation and they can kind of move throughout wherever, but eventually they always return to primary bedding 1 and food source 1. So finding those areas right now is extremely advantageous to hunting in the fall. 3, there's no one else out here. I hunt public land, and there is, all the seasons are closed except for rabbit and squirrel, and I can get out here and set up my cameras and not be afraid of people stealing them, and really finding areas and finding deer that are pretty much like a little skittish yet but fairly unpressured right now. Like, that is very advantageous to me. There's no one else out here. I can set my cameras up. More than likely no one's gonna steal them. I still lock them all up, but still, I mean, that's why I'm setting them up. And 4th, you can tell if they've dropped their antlers. I really enjoy shed hunting. I'm terrible at it because I haven't ever found any, and I've gone for like 5 years straight. But at the same time, you can tell if the bucks are still alive, which bucks made it through the season. Are there new bucks you never found before? Where are they actually dropping their antlers, or are they retaining them? How many does are in the area? You can get so much information by keeping your cameras out right now that it's kind of silly not to. So those are my 4 or 5, I can't even remember, 4 or 5 main reasons why I still hang cameras and I'm out scouting right now. It is extremely advantageous, and I can tell you I killed my buck this year because I scouted in the spring of 2017, and that's what allowed me to find my deer and kill my deer. So because of that, I am a huge advocate of getting out and scouting in the spring. And if you're not, I definitely encourage you to. All right, so if you get out, good luck, find your areas, find your maps, and go get them.